Sea of Stars, it's a gorgeous retro-inspired RPG and another Kickstarter success story. I played this on Game Pass, but after finishing it 100%, this is a classic. I wouldn't mind a copy in my collection and I'd happily pay the asking price.
Shut up and take my money!
Pixel art and animations are incredible. Literal thousands of hours must have been spent bringing characters to life frame by frame. But what genuinely impressed me even more was the fact that a lot of these high quality monster designs are not reused like in a lot of other RPGs, where you'll often fight the same recycled, recolored enemies throughout the course of the game. These sprites are a representation of how Sea of Stars has been crafted with a level of passion and dedication you don't normally see. Getting ahead of myself a little, just really impressed by the visuals. But what exactly is Sea of Stars? Basically, you've got two children, Valia and Zale. They're training in the art of sun and moon magic to eventually face off and defeat the evil Fleshmancer. You get an exposition to this world while you train and grow up at the Zenith Academy. I'll admit it's a bit of a slow start while you're training. The story didn't grab me initially, but after a little bit of time I was completely sucked in, and even without any voice acting, I got invested in all of the side characters that join you on your journey. You've got alchemists, ninjas, and even a warrior cook, Gaul, who specialises in healing the party with his cooked food and wields a cooking cauldron lid. The side characters are brilliant. My only problem is that the two main characters, Valia and Zale, they feel a little bit bland compared to the side characters.
It tasted just bland, just horrible.
Sure, you get to experience them growing up in the academy, but they don't feel like they have much personality. Now you can chalk this down to the fact that you get to choose to control and play as one of them from the start of the game, and that character is you. But you could easily swap the two characters around and it wouldn't change anything. I found their two mentors much more relatable, and they had interesting writing behind them. I feel these two had a bit more personality and would even question their teachings. Nitpicks aside, overall I'm very happy with the story and characters. Another standout feature of Sea of Thieves... my brain keeps wanting to say Sea of Thieves. Another standout feature of Sea of Stars is the music. The soundtrack is full of catchy melodies and the battle theme and main themes are remixed and transformed as you change locations and landscapes. It really levels up your immersion. Every location feels different with strong visual themes from the lair of a necromancer to the peaks of a snowy mountain. I'm a big fan of dark, gothic, undead fantasy stuff and I got my fill with Sea of Thieves. Sea of Stars, Sea of Stars! But there were plenty of other really awesome places, including an underwater dungeon. Any Zelda fans might have just cried in fear over an underwater dungeon. Don't worry, this one's fun and it won't leave you with nightmares like the infamous water temple in Ocarina of Time.
Well, excuse me!
I really enjoyed a lot of the dungeons. They're not too challenging, but they keep you thinking. I got some light Zelda vibes, and as you progress you do unlock new abilities and a grappling hook to help you traverse and solve new puzzles. Hey, trying to grow the channel, I want to increase my subscriber count because that's the key to getting early review copies of games. By the time I get my videos out, everyone's already moved on to the next hot game, so any subs are an amazing help. Thank you. So the combat system, it's turn-based and there's no random encounters. Battles just happen in the environment similar to Chrono Trigger, and the battles themselves remind me a little of Super Mario RPG because there's an extra layer of skill involved. If you time button presses at the moment you make an attack or take damage, you'll make extra attacks or block and reduce the damage you take. There's a bit of learning behind timing these extra actions. With enemies having different attack animations, it can be hard to predict the moment they'll strike. Or sometimes enemies will make a volley of attacks and you'll have to frantically block each part of their attack. It is a tiny bit of extra depth in your turn-based combat that helps keep you engaged. As you're playing, you'll slowly build up combo points which you can spend to perform some badass combo attacks that you'll earn over the course of the game. Every character also has an ultimate skill. They're visually spectacular and they remind me a little of summons in Final Fantasy. They're so over the top and really helpful against bosses. By default, there is what I consider a fair level of challenge. You'll have to prepare cooked meals using ingredients found in the world, and these meals will help keep you going and give you an edge in bigger fights. But you can also adjust the difficulty level by using relics. You acquire some relics at the start of the game, and they'll give you the option of making combat easier. Later on in the game you can unlock relics that actually make the game harder if you're looking for new challenges in New Game Plus. I like that they actually included the option to make the game harder as well as easier. Something else I really like is the way the game tackles side quests. Side quests aren't in your face with waymarkers and journal entries, they're just part of the world. Someone might suggest a problem that you can solve. From competing in a battle arena, building up your own village and recruiting people to run it, to hunting down ancient bosses. There's some surprisingly fun optional content. A lot of this optional content is quite high quality and good enough to be included in the main story. Sea of Stars has an extra true ending. It requires you to complete a lot of the game's optional content. From my own experience, it's definitely worth going for the true ending just to experience all of the content. Well, there's one requirement that felt like a chore. Collecting 60 conch shells hidden across the world. But you can acquire a relic that helps you locate where these conch shells are through the use of a talking parrot. I thought I already found my favourite 2D RPG of 2023, but I think Sea of Stars has managed to surpass it. It's from Sabotage Studios, who made Messenger, a 2D platformer, one of my favourite indie games in 2018, and it had a really extensive endgame too. There's been loads of theory crafters connecting the two games of Messenger and Sea of Stars together, and there's some really cool stuff out there. So Sea of Stars, really enjoyed the story, most of the characters, catchy retro soundtrack that synergizes with gameplay. It's a great adventure with plenty of variety across its world. It ticks all the boxes you want for a quality, turn-based RPG. If you do play, go the extra mile for the true ending. It's worth it just to experience all of the extra content, in my opinion. I want to hear from you guys. Have you played Sea of Stars? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll try to read and reply to everything. Peace.